Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm just going to go over a 1-week update on my cool season vegetable seeding that I did last week. A few weeks back, I built this rack here with the grow lights on them. And it's a room on this rack for 16 trays. I've done 8 trays of cool season vegetables. I'm about to do some microgreens today, actually. That video will be a while. I'm not going to put the video up until I show the end results with my what I'm doing with the microgreens. I'll give you a close-up of how things are coming up here. In the fall, I did my cool season vegetables outside, seeded in the ground like I've always done, and we had a hurricane and a tropical storm, and it has rained ever since, and my fall garden was a disaster. And so I basically moved the seed starting operation inside here, and I'm glad I did because it's rained probably 4 out of the last 5 days, and it's forecast to rain 7 out of the next 10. It just won't stop raining. I imagine one day it'll stop and it just won't rain again for several months. That's probably the way it's going to go. But for now, we are just absolutely drowned in this area. So it's another good argument for having them well established going in the ground. So let me give you a close up. So this is where I'm at so far. There's spinach here, most of which has come up. There's still a few cells that haven't germinated here. And there's a lettuce in the middle here, and a kale there. Broccoli have all come up here, which will give you a closer view of it. But pretty much every cell has some broccoli coming up, and then there's some mixed greens right there in that area. Up at the top, I ended up doing my peas inside. Peas will come up 100% in the ground or inside, but I went ahead and started them inside since I had room on the rack. But they're already up there an inch or so, and then this is 2 trays of various lettuces here, although that's one solid tray of one called salad bowl. So this is quite a few plants. You can see we've got multiple plants have come up in each cell right there, and they need to be thinned down to 1 plant. And I'll go through here and pick them out. And if they come out with the root intact, or you can just kind of wiggle them out and try to get the root intact, you could actually transplant them into another tray or another cell if you want to. This is 100 lettuce plants right here. That's going to be more than I could ever use. I'll probably end up giving some away. So I'm just going to thin them down to 1 plant and discard the others. In terms of watering, you can look, I've talked about in the last video, this dark coloration means they're pretty well watered. The soil will become lighter in color, and there's a cell right there. I don't know how well it'll be able to be seen on this video, but it's light gray. It's drying out. I can go down a little bit though and find some moisture. When I see, there's just 1 dry cell in that tray, I'm not going to water that tray. Once I get about 10 or 12 that are in that lighter color range, I can lift up the tray too and kind of feel how heavy or light it is. That's when I'll water, and I actually just pull up the tray or the liner like this and just water directly from underneath right there. If you have a watering can with a long spout, works perfect. Don't give them a lot of water. Give them maybe a pint of water and then wait about 20 or 30 minutes and see if that cell turns. Or the cells that are dry turn. It'll only take about 20 minutes for this. So if you're using a seed starting mix or something with peat moss or coconut coir, will soak that water up from the bottom very quickly. If you're 30 minutes pass and those cells are still dry, you probably didn't give it enough water, and you can give it another pint or so. Just give it a small amount until you can see all the cells in the tray are wet again. A couple other quick observations you'll see when you do vegetables from seed, or anything from seed for that matter, is initially you get 2 leaves right here. This is spinach that don't look anything like spinach, and it's true of almost every type of seedling. It'll first put up these 2 leaves to start collecting light and be able to photosynthesize and feed those initial roots that are going down in the soil. Once it does that, then it sends up what we call true leaves, and these 2 leaves down at the bottom are actual spinach leaves that are starting to form right there, and they look like spinach, but those initial leaves are just to get that process started. And pretty much every one of these plants have leaves that look different than what they ultimately will as they grow. On these peas right here, look at the roots on the bottom of them. I think it's probably pretty much true with any of these at this point, that the roots are actually making their way to the bottom. Yeah, if you can see that, if the light shows up, you can see roots hanging down from that as well. So it doesn't take long at all in just 7 days. Well, that's only 6 days on these trays over here. So there's a 1 week update here. I'll turn these off and maybe you can see me a little bit better right there. Okay, that's a 1 week update. About 2 more weeks from now, they'll be heading out and into the ground. I really won't have to acclimate these going from indoors to outdoors because I've been giving them such bright light the entire time. If you were doing this indoors and you weren't doing this under grow lights and you were just doing it in a bright window, you may want to go through a step of introducing the sunlight to them slowly and not shocking them, because the difference between a bright window with the sun setting in the afternoon and being outside in the full sun is very, very different. And just like your skin, going from your winter coloration out into the sun, on Memorial Day weekend, the first time on the beach, you can cook pretty easily, and your plants will do the same thing. But like I say, under the grow lights, not something I'm going to need to worry about. So I'll give you another update next week, show you how much these can grow in a week. Again, I'm not fertilizing them. I'm going to thin them, continue to water them, and since I'm planting them within, a 3 week window or so, approximately a 3 week window, then I'm not going to need to fertilize them until they actually go into the ground. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for upcoming content.